Hello. So I realize that I'm between you and lunch, and we're a little bit delayed, but I really appreciate for your attention and all the smiles, and I can guarantee you that the 2 short sections that we have next are worthwhile your time. So my name is Erika, and I'm really grateful to be working at Rocket on gene therapy cures for rare diseases. And I will first, before cueing my guests here, I will first ask you to close your eyes. And if you can play the audio.
When I grow up, I want to be an entomologist.
Music's always been an outlet.
Mike has wanted to dance forever.
We knew in utero that Kingsley was going to have issues.
Getting sick quite a bit, having low-grade fevers.
I was playing with 3 other people, and just out of nowhere, my arm dropped.
And that was the start of a long conversation with many doctors.
He had a seizure about 9 hours after birth.
He has been in treatment for almost 3.5 years.
4 times he's been on life support, one with pneumonia.
There's a 50% chance of saving your arm, and you have a 40% chance of survival.
Well, basically our world collapsed.
It was devastating.
I was in the hospital, one of my many rounds of chemo, and they came in talking about a wish.
Kind of knocked around, asked some questions, what would you like to go do?
I've never actually had somebody ask me what I wanted to do and then go forward and take care of it all.
It's giving us something to get him excited about.
It gave me an opportunity to forget.
It's 1 week closer.
It gave me the opportunity to be a kid.
I would never think this possible or even happening to me.
She is so happy. She is so alive again.
We are the best we've ever been health-wise.
Here's this little boy, so determined.
That helped more than you can ever imagine.
I think more than anything, it reminded me what I was fighting for.
It's not a physical object. It's not a vacation. It's hope. And it's motivation. That's what it is.
My wish is with me every single day. It's that place that I can always return to.
Thank you. So at Rocket, so I'm sorry, let me start again. I'm really delighted to really introduce our next segment of Making Memories That Matter. So at Rocket Pharma and with Make-A-Wish Foundation, we really have very aligned missions, and the missions really are around impacting and transforming lives of patients with critical and rare diseases. So we're really fortunate today to have 2 representatives of Make-A-Wish Foundation of New Jersey, Jennifer and Dominique. So Jennifer Bennett is the Assistant Vice President of the Mission Delivery. She's been with Make-A-Wish Foundation since 2016, and she really oversees the granting team. So they coordinate, they plan, they budget, and really grant all the wishes for children throughout New Jersey. And over her tenure so far, Jennifer has granted more than 500 wishes, and interestingly, in Spanish and English as well. So that's really incredible. And Jennifer will be joined by Dominique Gleason, who is Director of Events, and she's been with Make-A-Wish Foundation since 2021. And Dominique manages all the events at the working place, or the wishing place, the wishing castle. She oversees all the community programs and really is a spokesperson for the Make-A-Wish Foundation mission. So with this, please join me in welcoming both Jennifer and Dominique to the stage.
Thank you so much, Erika.
Hello, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't know what time it still is.
How does this work? Green button, got it. As Erika said, my name is Dominique Gleason. It's an honor to be here today. I know I see a lot of familiar faces. Some of you may have been with us at the castle 2 years ago. If you're new, we invite you to come visit us at the castle, and we'll talk more about the castle. But just wanted to shout out to Kevin and Amy and Erika and the whole team that we had a few planning meetings with. We're just super honored to have been asked to be here again today. So we're just going to share more about Make-A-Wish and our impact on the Wish kids that we serve. So our mission is together we create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. So you guys are that word together. We can't do what we do without the community's support. Your funding and your support and you being here to listen to our mission and to create awareness for what we do, you guys are part of our mission and moving that forward. So our history. We were inspired by a little boy named Chris Grecius, and back in the late 70s, Chris was diagnosed with leukemia. And at that time, he was in and out of the hospital. And one thing that he loved to do was watch this show called CHIPS, the California Highway Patrol. And if you're familiar with that show, Chris wanted to be just like Erika and be a police officer when he grew up. So he was so inspired by that show, and he would always be watching it, always be talking about it. So, as a few years went on and Chris was in and out of treatment, it became apparent Chris was probably not going to make it to be a police officer one day. So his mom, with the help of some of the nurses and the local Phoenix Department of Public Safety, got together to create this magical day for Chris to make him a police officer. And Chris was sworn in to the Phoenix Department of Public Safety on April 29th, 1980, and he had his wish. They gave him a full police uniform, as you could see in the photo. He got to ride on the motorcycle, he had a ticket book, he got to arrest the bad guys. He had the best day ever. So shortly thereafter, unfortunately, Chris did succumb to his leukemia. And everyone involved in his special wish day came together and said, if we could do this for one little boy here in Phoenix, what could we do for children around the country or around the world? And that's how Make-A-Wish was created. So in Chris's honor, every year on April 29th, we celebrate World Wish Day. And around World Wish Day is when we host our walk and roll in honor of Chris and to bring the whole Make-A-Wish community together to celebrate all of the accomplishments and the wishes that we have granted.
So I'm going to share a little bit more about our history and the context that made us the most recognized and well-known and largest wish-granting organization in the world. So as Dominique shared, in 1980 is when Chris's wish was granted, and he was the first unofficial wish, but that's when Make-A-Wish was founded, and his wish became the catalyst to what we see as Make-A-Wish today. And in 1983, Make-A-Wish America was incorporated, and that's when chapters started to be founded, including Make-A-Wish New Jersey. We were the third chapter to be incorporated, so we're super proud of that in our long-standing history. Then in 1993, Make-A-Wish International was formed, and today we serve children in over 50 countries and 6 continents. In 2000, we serve every territory in the United States. And in 2011, we conducted an impact study that assessed the physical and emotional impact of a wish on a child. And then in 2020, we celebrated as an organization our 40th anniversary. And of course, this year, 2025, we'll be celebrating our 45th anniversary. And so as Dominique kind of touched on, and kind of a theme that we'll see here with our mission statement is that it really is a community. So as you can see from this slide, we have a group of volunteers, we have groups of donors and community supporters that really come together to help us make wishes come true.
So like Jen stated, Make-A-Wish New Jersey was the third chapter incorporated in 1983. We serve the whole entire state. Some people don't realize that we are top to bottom. Our offices are located in Monroe Township, so it takes about 2 hours to get to the top or 2 hours to get all the way to the bottom, all 21 counties. And since 1983, we have granted over 12,500 wishes to New Jersey children alone. And we are quickly approaching our 13,000 wish that should happen this summer. As you can see, we've granted 12,500 since our inception. Last year in our fiscal year FY24, we granted 479 wishes, which on the heels of COVID has been a huge accomplishment for us. We never stopped granting wishes, and we are on track hopefully to do about 550 wishes this year. The average wish cost right now is about $14,000 for a family of 4 to travel for 6 nights, 7 days. We have a volunteer force of over 250 people, and we are working with over 50 hospitals and medical centers that refer their patients to us here at Make-A-Wish, New Jersey. And we have about 30 different languages of children that are spoken by children that we serve. So Jen is one of our talented Spanish-speaking volunteers when it comes to those families, but we're always looking for more volunteers who speak different languages. So this is our castle. Like I said earlier, some of you may have been there. It's the wishing place that we call the castle, but it's the first of its kind. There are no other castles throughout the whole organization and all of the territories that we serve. We opened on December 2nd, 2011, and we have many different areas within the castle, but one of the most important spaces in the castle is the wishing room, because that's where our wishing wizard lives, and that's where our wish kids get to come to declare their wish to the wizard. It just got a facelift, and it's really cool now, and the whole room sparkles and shimmers. But we do have a special space upstairs dedicated to Chris in our inspiration room that's designed to have our wish kids who might not know what they want to wish for kind of dream big and think outside of the box, because when they're stuck in a hospital room, they might not be able to see outside those 4 walls. You know, we've all been to the doctor, it's sterile, it's white, it's cold, and we wanted to create a space where our wish kids could dream big. Just some statistics on how helpful the castle has been to our mission, having a place that we can use as sort of a community center. We've had over 7,000 visitors since we opened, and we have granted so many different wishes at the wishing place. And also, we've helped raise more money because of the wishing place. We have groups like Rocket that come in that get to host meetings there, or we have different groups that come in to do their fundraising events. So we have a great space that we can utilize to help people plan their events and fundraise to move our mission forward.
Okay, so within the castle, we have our Christian Joseph Plumeri Welcome Hall. And as you can see, it's very whimsical inside as well. We ignite the inspiration for any wish kid family or any community member that comes to visit our castle. And it's especially special to you all because the bags that you'll be creating during your breaks will be housed there. So any wish kid that does come to visit to declare their wish, they will get a bag filled with goodies that are age appropriate for them, and that helps break the ice with our team so they feel comfortable and welcome, and that truly the castle is their home. We made it for them. So you really are making an impact today, not only by learning about Make-A-Wish, but by contributing with putting the bags together. So hopefully you'll all have a chance to make a bag that will help every child that comes to the castle. Okay, so again, the theme is community, and it does really take businesses, corporations like Rocket Pharma to help drive our mission forward, and volunteers and medical teams. So we wanted to show you a video that really encompasses everything that we have just talked about and beyond to get you a little bit more familiar with the Wish Children and the types of wishes we grant.
There's no sound. There it is. You see my doppelganger? Mm-hmm.
It's like running through an open door. It's like finding what you're looking for. We've been waiting, we won't wait no more. Every season, every memory made, all the dreaming that is here today. Can you see it? We got a beautiful story.
Thank you. So that's just a taste of the wishes that we grant, and hopefully you feel inspired by seeing that video. So we'll go through some of the steps that a wish family and some of our medical professionals go through for when referring a child. So who is eligible for a wish? A child must be at least 2.5 years old and must be referred before their 18th birthday. So between the ages of 2.5 and 18 are the age ranges of the children that would qualify for a wish. They must not have had a prior wish from either Make-A-Wish or any other wish-granting organization. And they must meet our medical criteria, which is diagnosed with a critical illness. So that means that the illness is progressive, degenerative, or malignant. And despite treatment, their life is still being put in jeopardy at that time. And then for Make-A-Wish New Jersey, they must be residing in New Jersey for our chapter to grant their wish, or they're here in New Jersey receiving treatment for an extended period of time. And then here are a list of our qualifying conditions that they usually fall under. So of course, rare diseases do fall under many of these categories as well. And we'll kind of debunk some misconceptions about Make-A-Wish as well, but hopefully you can take some time to read through all of these as well, and on our website as well if you'd like to dive in deeper. There are reference guide sheets for specific illnesses that would qualify. And then here are the breakdowns of the different types of illnesses. So cancer is our highest percentage of children that we serve, but of course we do serve other illnesses and categories. Okay, so how do you refer? So a child's family or their medical professionals would go on md.wish.org or through our website to refer for a wish if they meet the qualifications, or even if they're not sure, we have our medical professionals and our team that would help answer any of those questions. So a diagnosis verification would be completed by the medical professional to confirm that it is a qualifying condition. And then at times, there are further questioning by our national office and team of National Medical Affairs at Make-A-Wish America.
Sorry.
That's okay, no. And then a family member can refer, or a medical professional, or even the child themselves. So it's usually someone that has a good understanding of their medical condition so they can answer all of the questions, so it's a smooth process.
Awesome, thanks Jen for giving us some insights onto the medical outreach part. I'm on the development team, so as important as our wish granters are who get to work with all of our wish kids, we won't be able to grant those wishes without the funding and raising the money to move our mission forward and get these wishes granted. So we have a few different key funding sources. We use direct public support, of course, planned giving, events, corporate and foundation donations, as well as in-kind donations. So for our walk coming up, we have a lot of services that have been donated, food donated to us to save the costs so that we're fundraising the most money that goes back into granting those wishes. Like I mentioned earlier, our corporate support, which is you guys right here, Rocket. 2 years ago when you were here, you were generous enough to make a donation that granted a wish to a little girl that went to Disney World. She was battling a rare disease, so she had an amazing time in Disney. And if you stop at our Make-A-Wish table, you can see some photos from her trip. And please be sure to grab some promo items and take them home to friends and family. We also have a planned giving team that works with people to set up bequests and add Make-A-Wish to their wills. And of course, my favorite thing are the events. I get to go out to multiple community events every year. Last year, we had 117 events planned by community members that fundraise Make-A-Wish to help grant those wishes. There's just a little breakdown of how the gift is your gift is spent. Most of it obviously goes directly to the wishes. There are some fundraising costs and then the managing of the foundation and those types of expenses to operate. And there's the breakdown of our funding sources. Obviously, direct public support is the biggest, with general donations that come in from individuals.
Okay, so I'll explain more about the wish journey with you all now and how we grant wishes. So why wishes matter, you saw it in the video, and we've spoken a lot about it today as well, that wish kids really do have a sense of renewed hope, and it empowers them to believe that better days are ahead. So when a wish is granted, fear is replaced with confidence, sadness with joy, and anxiety with hope. And we know how powerful that is to the kids that we serve, and where medical treatment may leave off, Make-A-Wish steps in to give them that extra boost and that hope that they need to keep fighting. So here are some breakdowns, and with that impact study, what we had found is that parents had seen that their children are more compliant with treatment, which is huge. They want to go to treatment because they know if they keep fighting, they will get to go on their wish, they get to talk about their wish, and that anticipation is super powerful as well. And medical providers also feel that a wish really is a part of their treatment plan. So to have a wish during treatment will make them more compliant. It does really make a difference. And so we work hand in hand with the medical team to be a part of their treatment as well. So here's the wish journey. We strive for the stars, of course. It's part of our logo, and with the rocket ship going off into space. So as we mentioned earlier, a wish will begin with a referral. And once qualified, the wish child will be introduced to Make-A-Wish by our team. They'll receive a welcome call and welcome packet materials that will set the expectations of the journey they have ahead. And then they'll come to our castle and meet with a team of volunteers. So again, the wish bags will be presented to them. They'll break the ice, they'll get familiar with our team and the castle, and they'll have a wish discovery visit. So as Dom mentioned, with our wizard in the wishing room and all of the different inspiration rooms and teen lounge, it really is geared towards our kids, no matter what age they are. So once their wish is discovered, they have that one heartfelt wish. We have our team, the team that I oversee, goes into wish creation. So we work with our community, our vendors, our partners, both national and local, to make the wishes happen. Like Erika mentioned, we also, of course, budget. And so any donations that we receive or in-kind and discounts really help our team grant even more wishes each year. And then we have the big star, the wish granted moment, which is a really amazing opportunity for our community members sometimes to be a part of them. We like to grant them at the castle when we can, a puppy surprise. We've had quinceañeras and sweet 16s at the castle as well. So there's a lot we can do with our castle for our wishes too. And then once their wish is granted, their time with us is never over. They are part of our family forever. And so they're introduced to our alumni program, where they'll have other opportunities to be engaged with Make-A-Wish. They can be spokespeople as well to help drive the mission forward and share about their story too. Okay, so these are our wish types. Of course, Chris Gracious was our first wish to be a police officer, and here we still grant wishes to be police officers. Dalton and Samari were both 6 years old, and at the same day had their wish granted to be police officers at our castle also, and we had the support of the state police and their local police departments help with their day, but wishes to be firefighters, a model for a day, things like that. I wish to have, so again, like a quinceañera or a puppy are different wishes to have. A wish to go is our most popular wish. Of course, Disney World is our #1 wish, granted all across the enterprise, but wishes to go to international locations, water parks, things like that as well. A wish to meet, of course, John Cena is here. I think everyone probably recognizes him as a wish granter, our #1 celebrity wish granter, granting over 650 wishes to kids across the world. But of course, public figures and other sporting figures and celebrities. And then our most powerful, I would say, wish category is a wish to give. So some children decide to give back their wish, either to their community, by having a community playground, or back to their medical teams and the kids that are in the hospital by having a room that kids can go and have a respite from their treatments, or even give it to a family member. They want to give a computer to their sister, something like that. So those are very unique. Okay, so some misconceptions that I'm really going to task all of you to please when you're speaking to your friends and family and your community about learning about Make-A-Wish today. Please debunk some of these misconceptions, because we know that the power of word is the most strong. And so a wish child has to be terminally ill to qualify for a wish. This is the #1 misconception. Even parents today, when they learn that their child qualifies for a wish, they're like, what are you telling me right now? What do I not know about my child's illness? But it does not mean that they're terminally ill. As we saw, there's a wide variety of conditions that would qualify, and it could be any stage of their treatment. So most of our kids actually go on to lead healthy lives after their treatment has been completed, and Make-A-Wish is a part of that to get them through that treatment. And then, like we also debunked already, Make-A-Wish is only for children with cancer, so thank you for sharing that within your communities as well. And of course, all the rare diseases that fit within the different categories too. A wish child can't have their wish granted after 18 years old, so they must be qualified and referred before their 18th birthday, but we do have time to grant their wish until they're 21, so there is time for that. So if you're ever seeing older wish kids, that's probably why. And then a wish child can wish for anything and it'll be granted. Of course, we must make sure it's child-centric and safe. And there are some limitations, but our goal is always to strive for how close can we get to their vision as possible. So a wish child that wants to go to Mars, we're not there yet, but we have technology that we can create that space where they feel like they're going to Mars, or how can we make that really creative and think outside the box. So we always try to get to that yes. And then the best time to be on the wish journey is when a child is finished with treatment or in remission. We also debunked that. The best time is really when they are in treatment so that they can be more compliant to their treatment, and the power really impacts them the most at that time. And of course, we work with the medical teams for the best timing of a wish, since they are such great partners, and we work hand in hand. And then if a child declines a wish, there'll be more funds for another child's wish. As Dominique shared, we are so grateful for the community and all of the funding that we receive. We don't receive any government funding, it's all through donations. But because we are so fortunate, we never have to deny a child if they qualify. So every child that is qualified for a wish will receive a wish, thanks to the support that we receive. So we feel anyone, no matter what socioeconomic background that they have, deserves a wish, and we want to provide that to them.
So before we play the video, we just want to say we hope that you enjoyed learning more about Make-A-Wish and you feel inspired. The little boy that we're about to show you, his name is Aiden, and Aiden was 10 years old when his wish happened, and he had been going through treatment for a while, and his community rallied around him during his treatment and just helped fundraise to make sure all of his treatment costs were covered and whatnot. So when Aiden was asked what he wanted his wish to be, he wished to give back to his community, to have a celebration and a big community day. And the special part was that he wanted it on his 10th birthday, and he shares his birthday with his twin sister. So it was a huge celebration, and it was granted this past August down at the Bordentown Elks, who hosted generously the space, and we had so many vendors and partners donate their time with bounce houses and food from local restaurants. So we hope you feel inspired by Aiden. He's one of many wish kids that we serve, and the impact is similar across the board for all of the children.
Aiden, he is an extremely loving child, kind-hearted child. I'm just amazed at who he's becoming. He's just a bright star, and he lights up a room. He's absolutely a joy to have as a child and just to have in your presence.
We play together. He gives me lots of hugs. He's very loving and caring.
Aiden was diagnosed with a rare genetic brain disease. It's the cerebral form of adrenoleukodystrophy, also known as ALD. And he has an X chromosome, which for boys, it's very uncompromising. The X chromosome is the only X chromosome you're going to inherit for your lifetime. Unfortunately, he has a deficiency in his X chromosome where he has a protein called ABCD1. It's like a trait called ABCD1, where it has the inability to break down critical proteins that create fatty acids. So unfortunately, because of this deficiency, inflammation results, and the increase of inflammation is what's causing the spread of his disease. The whole process of coming here to the castle for the first time, I think for the kids, was such a special moment. And him going into the wish room, making his wish, that was just a beautiful moment that, again, it exceeded expectations. We really, really loved meeting the staff. It was really kind. They just absolutely adore coming here. It's like a home and a family for them.
Wishes give kids hope. They tell families and kids that there are people in the community that truly care about them. Critical illnesses can create isolating circumstances, and it's really important to be able to tell a wish child and a family that your wish will be granted. Anything you can imagine will happen, and there are people who are going to make that happen for you, and that we see you and you are not forgotten.
The shindig in Bordentown, New Jersey today, and it was the brainchild of a young boy who just wanted to give back to his community for what they've been doing for him.
More than 100 people gathered at the Bordentown Elks Lodge to see Aiden's wish come to life, a party to thank the community for helping him.
The experience for us when we found out his wish was being granted, it was absolutely like life-altering. We were so incredibly surprised and so grateful for the opportunity to have his wish granted.
We don't always get wishes to give, and Aiden is a very special little boy because the selflessness of wanting to give a party, have a party for his community, is just such a testament to who he is and to his family, and the fact that the community rallied the way they did and came out the way they did to be sure that his wish to give was everything and more than he could have imagined.
I, Eugene Fusey, Mayor, hereby proclaim August 5th, 2024 to be named Aiden Ushena Ulu Alun Day. Aiden is an outstanding young man to be cherished and recognized for having a heart of gold. On behalf of the Borden Township Committee and employees of this municipality, the residents of the community would like to wish Aiden and his twin sister Aya a very happy celebration.
I would never have expected this in a million years. Everybody that we love and the community that surrounds us embraces Aiden, especially. Thank you so much for being here. This means so much to us, especially Aiden, and is making a measurable difference in his happiness and his well-being. So thank you to each of you so much. This means a lot to us for you being here. Your presence is your present. Thank you.
He also got a key to Bordentown Township, which, as far as I know, is the second one ever given. So a really special gift. Aiden's a very lovable, warm, caring individual, and our police department's very happy to be here to support them.
Aiden loves bounce houses, so we have bounce houses, we have bounce slides, we have video game trucks. He loves Kirby and Pokemon, and we've got the fire trucks, and we've got Kona Ice, and all sorts of fun games and festivities for everyone to enjoy.
Whether they knew Aiden or not, they showed up. And they were there and they were present. And I think that was just in itself a special moment that was so precious. We can't thank you guys enough for everything you've done to make his wish a reality. It was a dream come true.
So we hope you enjoyed that video of seeing Aiden's wish come true and the true sense of community that came together to make it extra special for him.
So thank you, Jennifer and Dominique. And as Jennifer mentioned, when you go out this way, please take a few minutes to put a bag together because these are Make-A-Wish bags for kids who are visiting the castle. So thank you very much for sharing the inspiring work you do. And I also would like to, and I'm honored to announce that Rocket Pharma will actually make a donation to grant a gift for a wish for a future, a future gift, a wish for a child. So I'd like to invite to the stage our CEO, Gaurav Shah, and our president, CEO, and head of R&D, Kinari Patel, to grant the wish. Thank you so much.
Do you want to be in the middle?
I want to say just one quick thing. The ALD video, I love the story. ALD is a disease, some of you know. UC Gosh has developed gene therapy for it using lentiviral vector. So there are treatments being developed. So the work on ex vivo lentiviral AAV could be made about for kids like this. So I love the combination of giving hope and giving treatment and giving a day of memorabilia.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. We are so appreciative of this generous donation. This will go to grant the wish of a local child battling a rare disease, and we'll be sure to be in touch with that information on the child and what their wish is. And we just want to say thank you on behalf of Tom Weatherall, our president and CEO, our board, and of course all the Wish kids and families that we serve here in New Jersey. Thank you for this generous donation and for having Jen and I here today at your Rare Disease Day event. One other thing, I almost forgot. We did get confirmation that we will be lighting the castle on Friday in honor of Rare Disease Day. Pink, purple, green, and blue. So.